phoning the intro in even more than last time. Okay, we're back. Hello, it's podcast time. We've got nothing prepared, and we're just going to talk about a bunch of shit. Today, we're going to go on Ranker, which is a website where people rank things, and we're just going to kind of like probably complain about people's takes on where they rank various junk.
I was saying, oh my god, to a woman's horrifically deformed face, then not to the fact we're going on Ranker.
Yeah, because no. Anyway, so even it's what I was trying to say before this pod, like the last try at recording this podcast didn't work, was that last week I said, "Oh, Judd, you should play this game, Death's Door, and you should watch this show." And we were gonna start this thing where we kind of have a pact of doing the something like that the other one recommends. I was going to watch the TV show Barry, for example. So I've watched a whole season of Barry. How have you got on with?
I had done either of the things you asked me. I'm not going to lie to you.
Is it bad that that's not surprising either?
No, I also thought I'd get here and I'd be like, hi, I haven't done any of the two things that you told me to do, and you just be like, yep. I am going to, though. That's not like especially because you've sat and watched an entire series of Barry, which Barry is one of my favourite shows ever, so I've been on at Jake to watch it for ages. It's just, I've been this month has been crazy for tournaments. I think I've been in about 4 tournaments this month, and I'm going to be in like a 5th. I could have potentially been in 6 this month, but I decided not to do 6. Yeah, yeah. So I've been painting like crazy, and then I have been watching a show on and off with my grandparents, but we're in the middle of watching Vice Principals, and that's nearly done that. And so when that's done, I'm going to watch Utopia, which is the show that you want me to watch. And
do you know how to watch it?
We have an illegal stick that
you have thrown in the trash. Because that would be bad.
And then I spat on it, and then I played Rule Britannia in the background while I signed up for my TV license.
Fuck the TV license. No, that is a really dumb thing. I am anti TV license. I don't have one, but I also don't watch TV. So, do you know though, when you apply for that? Or when you try and say, I don't need one, you fill in the I don't need one form on the internet, they try and tell you that even if you watch YouTube, you need a TV license. That's not fucking true.
Yeah.
What is not allowed is if you watch BBC content on YouTube, that's illegal.
Yeah.
I'll not watch it then.
Yeah.
It's like, but you can't make someone get a TV license just because they've got a device that has the potential to view BBC content. Because then what the fuck are you going to do? Like, what, am I just not going to have you're going to make everyone who's got a phone and a laptop and a computer buy a TV license when they're never going to watch your content? That's insane. It's already insane to make people pay. It's like £150 a year.
God.
It's unbelievable. Disney Plus has just put their price up to £120 a year. Yeah. And people are like, whoa!
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I hate TV licenses. But I understand, like, it's more understandable that you've not done mass suggestions this time, because there's like a settling into something like this, isn't there? Like, you're getting used to the swing of stuff like that. And, like, also, if you're watching a show with your nan and granddad, you can't just, like, not watch, like, the last few episodes or, something like that.
We've got 4 episodes left to go of Vice Principals, and then we're going to start on Utopia, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, though, because I've been looking for a show for just me and my nan to watch together while my granddad is out, like, at the pub, because usually goes out on Sundays, and then Nana want to watch.
That sounds better than this, actually. Yeah. We should figure out how we could just go to the pub.
Yeah.
That would be good. It's annoying that we don't live close enough to each other that there's a halfway pub that we could both walk to.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I mean, I'm sure there is a halfway pub somewhere, but it's only going to take, like, half an hour walking each, innit? 45 minutes,
more.
Maybe. Hour.
It'd be a good hour each walking, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, we're coming to the end of Inside Number 9, and Inside Number 9 you can kind of just watch on and off anyway, because it's an anthology series. It's not something that continues. So I was like, I'm gonna try it with the first episode of Invincible. and see what she thinks.
Really? You want to watch that again with your nan?
Yeah, I was like, I'll watch Invincible happily again. But the thing is, Nan likes animated stuff, so I was like, I'm going to show you this and just honestly tell me what you think about it. And then we watched. I'm not. Spoilers for Invincible. We all know what happens. Mustache Man kills the Guardians of the Globe. We know, but yeah, we sat watching it. We watched it all the way through up until the credits. And I looked over at her, and she was like, "This is really good. I'm really enjoying this. It's really sweet." It's really like
sweet.
It's a really sweet show.
Oh, before that,
and then the after credit scene started playing, and then after the after credit scene, I looked back at her and she went, "That was foul. Put another one on because I need to know why you did it."
yeah, that's what everyone felt.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, "Okay, here we go, episode 2," and she loved it. And now that's gonna be like we're gonna watch 2 episodes a day every Sunday when
that episode needs to be studied by film students because it was a masterpiece of getting people into it, because I've not known a single person who's watched that show who watched like same as me, where I knew nothing about it. A lot of people must be at the point where it's like, I follow a lot of shows. Do I need to add another one where I'm going to watch every season? So they give shows a go and it's not likely to stick. But by the end of that episode, we're like, damn it!
I need to know now, don't I? So, Invincible has her hooks in my grandmother.
Invincible as a...
Yeah, I noticed that.
Naturally, apparently so. Didn't even realise.
Yeah. The second I said it, I was like, whoa.
Invincible as a concept is
a girl.
Female, apparently.
Yeah.
So, okay, fair enough. Let's chat some shit about stuff. So, do we want to look at the rated list of worst plastic surgery horrors from Botched, best R-rated comic book movies, comic book characters that are yet to appear on film that we want to see, the best pets for kids, phobias, like most phobias people have, greatest British actors, or actors who played Satan?
I kind of want to have a look at the phobia one because I want to see if my phobia is on there.
Okay.
My very specific phobia.
I'm going to quickly try not to look because I want to scroll down quite a bit first, and I don't want to see the highest rated things to start with. Okay, so what do you think? Top 10? Top 20? Top 10 will do, won't it?
Yeah. How many is there?
As many as you want. It just keeps going down.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah. There's 36 on here, but we've got multiple lists. Let's do 10. So this is the first one. You can look now. Okay. The first one's hilarious because it's called Pissanthrophobia. Pissanthrophobia. Fear of trusting people due to bad past experiences.
I can get that one. That one to me is a very understandable phobia.
But phobia, isn't a phobia meant to be an unreasonable fear?
Yeah.
Because that's not unreasonable at all.
Yeah, no, I suppose what I mean. But it would in the context that, like, I don't know, say somebody, like, horribly abused you in the past, then therefore you think that every person in the world wants to horribly abuse you. Because that can trigger in some people's heads that they just become shut-ins, and it's like... Yeah. So, and that's an irrational fear,
I don't
think
people like this. It kind of makes sense. You? Yeah. But I don't know. It's not a phobia. It's just so fuck that. Downvote. Also, this is totally like edgy goth girls go to like pick up line basically. I can't trust anyone due to my trauma
because of my pissanthropia. Because my pissanthropia. And then the guy's like,
piss?
I'm into water sports too.
Necrophobia.
This is
fear of death.
Come on now, move on. I'm not even going to get you started on that.
Debate for you now then.
Yeah.
That is that's more reasonably labelled a phobia than fear of trusting people due to past experiences. It's more unreasonable to be scared of death than scared of people who are untrustworthy, basically.
I don't know, because I suppose... I don't know, is death more avoidable?
No.
Well...
No. Death is guaranteed, so it's not more avoidable, it's 100% likely. Yeah. It's not about whether it's more avoidable, it's about what's more scary. death, most logical thing, is nothing. And I know human brains can't comprehend that, but by definition, it can't be good or bad. It's literally nothing.
Yeah.
So it's got to be medium. It's got to be. Got to be like neither good nor bad. Actually, technically, it can't be medium either.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's hard to describe. Whereas, like, people being untrustworthy is, like, very likely to happen, and it's not good. It fucks things up. It's not nice.
Piss on.
That is a dumb name. So I would argue that, like, you know, necrophobia, which also feels like I want to say necrophilia.
Yeah, it does. I'm also wearing a shirt by the band Necrogoblicon as well, so...
And I'm wearing a shirt that says dick on it. So, necrophilia?
Dick.
Anyway. Yeah, I think necrophobia is more reasonable to label a phobia. Like, why would you be scared of something that's inherently going to be, like, not bad? It can't be bad.
I see what you mean. I see what you're getting at.
I also kind of understand that the fear of the unknown of it is also very scary, but, like...
I feel like there's a specific phobia for fear of the unknown, though. I feel like that's
true, actually,
its own
probably.
label. Yeah.
Glossophobia, fear of public speaking. Yeah, okay.
Just don't, man. Just don't.
Do you know what the thing is with this? The reason why this, again, I'm not so sure, I think this is very reasonable, is because I'm guessing these are most common fears rather than actual phobias.
Yeah.
The reason why this makes sense is because, like, you are beholden to social norms. There's nothing you can do about other people and the way that other people act in society affects you. It always will. So if you go and do public speaking, that's inherently going to, you know, change your social standing within a lot of people there. So that makes sense to me. What do you think? Are you all right with public speaking? What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've fucking done, like, acting for...
But it's a little different, public speaking, compared to, like, maybe acting or... I would say performing while not acting is closer to public speaking.
I won't have a problem with it. I can't see...
If you had to give a speech, you think you'd probably be fine?
Yeah, I'd be fine.
Yeah. Would you be more concerned about the actual content of what you're talking... You know, if you were doing a TED Talk... That's a good example. Would you be more concerned about the content that you're saying being, like, good and right?
I would. Yeah, I'd be much more worried about, like, I hope I've done this thing that I'm talking about surface than, you know, telling it to the people.
I think so as well. The problem for me is my autism. In that I know I do, and I tried for ages to avoid doing this, but it seems impossible, and I'm still trying. I come across as condescending and like an asshole when I'm talking about stuff all the time, and I really wish I didn't, and I wish there was something I could do about it, but... And there might be, but if there is, it's very, very hard. So I guess I would kind of be worried about that. But if I were already, like, I don't know, if I was already in a scenario that had led me to people wanting me to do a public speaking, I would be more worried about the content, I think. Anyway, next.
Okay. I get this one.
Fear of not being good enough or imperfect. This is hard to have, again, as an autistic person, because, like, if I'm good enough to do something, then I'm provably good enough to do something.
Yeah.
It's like...
I feel like I get this a lot, but not to the point where it's like a debilitating phobia or anything. I feel like in most situations, I'm like, right, I'm not doing this right, and I can be doing this better. So I think I'm always looking... in whatever I'm doing in ways to be better than I am at the moment, but it's not like a debilitating fear of it.
That's probably a good amount of that fear, really, isn't it? It's always good to want to better yourself in things like that. For me, it's like sometimes I feel like I might not be good enough for something, but that's always if there is a genuine reason to think that. So, for example, recently I filmed a music video that was all done on green screen, and I was a bit worried that I might not be good enough to pull it off, and all the green screen might be shit behind it. It's fine, but that's because whenever I've worked on green screen stuff in the past, it's always been really hard, and I've never really been able to get it down properly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of reason to think I'm a bit scared that I might not be able to manage this. I've improved since, so I very well might be able to, but I'm a bit scared I might not. The thing that I struggle with more is I worry that people are not going to consider me good enough for something, or not consider my work as good, even though it actually is. You know what I mean? Because it's like that social thing that you can't control again. Next! You pronounce this one.
I don't know if I want to. Actually, am I allowed to?
This motherfucker's Chinese.
Am I allowed to? Because if the P is silent, then it's just nigophobia.
With IP, it's not very silent.
Is it nigophobia? This sounds like it's a racist thing, but it's not. I promise. It's fear of suffocating.
The fear of suffocating.
Why is it called that?
Let's say it's nigophobia.
It's spelled PNIGO phobia. That's why I'm like, is the P silent and it's just nigophobia?
I don't think it's going to be that.
I don't know. Do you have a fear of suffocating, Jake? While you check the...
If I'm choking, then yeah. But not just right now.
Yeah, that's not a phobia though, is it?
You know what I mean? Yeah. That sort of thing, sure, I would be scared of suffocating if I was being suffocated.
It's just the idea of, though, like, just that thought at the back of your head of just, like, oh, something's going to happen to cause me to suffocate for some reason.
This could be like, you know, if you're going to sleep, you think, right, it's bedtime, I got to sleep. Oh, I've got nigophobia. I might choke in my sleep or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, I guess, yeah.
It sounds stupid.
People have it, though. That's a phobia.
That's bigger than fear of death. Yeah. What? Suffocating when? Like, you can't just say fear of suffocating in general.
That's the thing of it, though, isn't it? Because like, well, I could just swallow my tongue right now. And that's the fear of it. It's an irrational fear. It's like
you could.
Yeah, but don't. I know. Don't, the answer is don't do that then. But it's like a phobia.
It's like the joke that people say when talking about phobias. Yeah. Oh, my phobia's axe murderophobia. Yeah. I'm scared of axe murderers. Yeah. You know, it's same as that. Yeah. Acrophobia, fear of heights. You're more a fear of heights guy than me. I think,
I am. But I also feel like that's not very irrational. Because I'm never like walking on the ground and I'm thinking, oh god, I'm never like, I worked in the building that was like next to the tallest building in Leeds not too long ago, and it's not the tallest, but it's a pretty tall building.
But think more like a Ferris wheel.
I'd be fine with a Ferris wheel.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd be fine with a Ferris wheel.
Do you remember when we went to Diggerland and there was that big like crane thing? The whole thing was that it just went really high and you sat in the light bucket of it. Yeah. And we got our dad to go on it, and he's worse than both of us for heights. And do you remember the whole time? This thing must have lasted 15 minutes, so it was good. It was in, you might have fell down there, and then we kept seeing different scenarios of falling off of this thing. Yeah. It was really funny.
I can't remember that. So
I swear your fear of heights came from that day.
From being
from not going up in that. From the spinny round roller coaster digger. Because Dad went on the thing that went up, and he refused. He would fucking pissing himself. He wouldn't go, and it weren't as high, but it spun you around and shit in this digger. It was like a roller coaster ride, basically. And you were allowed to go on that, and I remember you you were just probably young enough to still be influenced by something like this, and you didn't want to go on it anymore. And you'd gone on everything else, and at that point, you decided, no, I don't know, actually. I think it's because Dad was too scared to go on that as well.
I always seem to remember having a real problem with, like roller coasters. The thing that you're talking about, where it was just the digger lifting it up, I wouldn't have had a problem with it, because that's just a thing going up. But it's like, roller coasters, there's so much that can fucking go wrong. And it's like, I just don't like the sensation either. I never got that.
That's like me with drugs and smoking. Yeah, it's like the side effects of that sound shit, and the thing that you're gaining from it also sounds bad.
So why the fuck would I ever want to do it? It's like,
I suppose
I've got my spare keys on me right now because I've lost me main. They'll pop up. But on my keychain, I have a picture of me and my little brother at Legoland. And I took him on this ride, and it wasn't a scary ride at all. It was like a little fantasy fucking ride at Legoland. But I had to, whilst we were in like the 45-minute queue waiting to go on it, I had to stand there and watch on YouTube the entire like ride on my phone, so that I could stand there and be like, right, okay, it goes faster at that bit, it goes down at that bit, and I had
do you
to
not think that that's like being a pussy?
Yeah,
like
I do.
So
but
there's certain things that I'm scared of that I wouldn't go that fast. Right, I'm thinking just fucking deal with.
No, I was like, I gotta watch it.
I've never encountered anything that I'm scared of that I've never been able to just say, just deal with this shit, you little bitch.
I did. But
without not like looking at them.
Yeah, well, I need visual aids to help me fucking.
There's a level of being supportive about people's fears, and there's a level of saying just stop being a pussy.
Yeah, but I did it.
Good, fine. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I think the more reasonable level is not needing to watch it beforehand.
Yeah, that is a more reasonable level, but the thing is that I'm shit scared of roller coasters, so I wanted to watch the video.
No. A normal reasonable level is actually fucking enjoying the enjoyable thing.
I enjoyed it. But well, I didn't. I was like, it was over in like 2 minutes. And I was like...
But what I'm saying is, even for someone who's scared of something, you shouldn't really need to watch the... Watch the tutorial.
Oh, I did. I watched a walkthrough of it.
Claustrophobia. I get this, and same with fear of heights, actually. I get this more and more nowadays, actually. There's certain phobias that, as I've gotten older, I've just noticed that, like, I can't help but, and then, well, they're not phobias, they're just fears. Can't help but just have them a bit more. And I don't know why.
I think it depends on the situation for claustrophobia.
Every so often, this is so weird. When I went to Saudi Arabia, we went in this cave that had like some bats in it. A pretty cool cave. Yeah. Would that be too much for you? Have you seen the pictures of that?
It depends. No, if you just walked in a cave, probably
Let's
not.
See if I can pull a picture while you're talking.
It's when people do the fucking cave-in videos where it's like, I'm gonna fit through this hole that's like 1/3 the size of the person and just push myself down into a wedge and see what happens.
That's what I was gonna say. I'll just show you, like, this is what the cave looked like. That's the narrowest bit, actually, that I'm showing Judd right now. It looked like this. And this guy's, like, taller than me.
You're with like, a group, aren't you? And there's, like, a guide who does that all the time. I think I'd be okay with that. I think it's more like the fucking the.
That's the entrance.
It's more like the extreme. No, because you're not squeezing anything in there. You can fit down fine.
You could fit a generously fat guy. Yeah, I mean, I went down.
I mean, Grandad a bit. Probably not with his leg, but like, you know, he could fit if he was lowered.
With like a lift. Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
And he'd be getting lower down and he'd go, "Bye, the good night."
No, it wouldn't go, "By the good Allah." Anyway,
I'll like the native people around there and go,
Allah is good. So
God is pretty great.
Those cave videos, you know, that like really narrow and they're like squeezing the bodies in. Every so often, I'll watch those on purpose, like the tightest ones of them, just to keep myself on my toes. Because I hate it. It makes me physically sick to look at them. Yeah. But I do it on purpose every so often, just to stop myself being a bitch about it. You know.
I don't watch them on purpose, but like sometimes I'll come across them and I just think, what the fuck are you doing to yourself, you idiot?
I would say I'll watch like a couple minutes of it once a month.
I'll sit, because once I've started, I'm like. It's like the ones where the fucking water just starts rising as well, and they're just like, oh.
Oh god.
Oh no!
It's awful.
The first fucking like thumbnail is a dude sandwiched between two.
He's like eating dirt.
Yeah.
Like, God, it's ridiculous. It's unbelievable.
Now, here's why I think this one. Here's why I think this one isn't real. Has a very good camera angle he's got of everything that's going on there.
Yeah, you can see the selfie stick. It's wide. It's like an extremely wide angle 360 cam type of deal.
Oh,
you can like see all the. Oh God, he's awful. Oh, he's coming out of a gap though. To be fair. Ah!
Imagine if, like, for some reason, the whole thing just shifted down just a bit.
And it's like, there's no end. It's when there's no end in the fight and everything, and you're just moving between some underground rocks.
Yeah.
And, like, in theory, you know where you're going. He's not got a helmet on or anything. Now, I get that probably makes it harder to squeeze through because it makes his head thicker. But he's gonna, like, scrape his bald noggin against all these rocks. Warning experts, caving should be done with a guide. That should be done by no one.
Yeah. This shouldn't be fucking done.
Yeah.
You achieve...
it's awful.
The thing is with caving as well is you literally fucking achieve nothing. I've looked into, like, why do people do this? What thrill do they get from it? And literally the only thrill they get from it is like, well, a human's not been in this exact location for the past however many years. It's like, yeah, because who fucking would, you idiot? Who the fuck would do that, you dumb cunt?
Those are the same type of idiots who become serial killers.
Yeah.
It's like, no one's murdered 13 children by piano wire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
To fuck off!
Yeah.
Next. You can say this one.
I feel like that's clephyrophobia.
It's probably cletherophobia.
Clephyrophobia. Because isn't that kind of how Cleopatra is spelled?
Yeah.
So,
fear of being trapped.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now to me, that's not as bad as the caving thing. You would have that as well if you get trapped. But this is talking like jail and stuff as well.
Yeah.
I guess everyone's got that, and it's like, yeah, okay. It's not so bad to me. It depends where you're trapped. If I was trapped like where I can, with like a view, if that makes sense, then that wouldn't be so bad. It's the reason why they've been trapped in like the caves is worse is because you know there's like solid rock like for miles between you and anything that might make you free again.
Yeah.
So fear of being trapped, that's pretty good.
I feel I just want to say about fear of being trapped. I feel for me, my fear there is just certain freedoms being taken away from me.
Yeah.
Like it's not necessarily, I don't mind the idea of being tied up. That's fine. But it's more like the idea of I feel it's more like the idea of become like a slave or indentured in some way.
The actual trapping bit is not physically.
Yeah.
I don't know how this site works, by the way, because that's got 5,112 votes, and it's third. But Fear of Enclosed Spaces has 15,828 votes.
I wonder if it goes off like percentage to how much.
I guess like of the 5,000, most of them. That's dumb. I'm down with it.
Just because of the concept of the ranking, yeah.
Arachnophobia. Spiders. Listen, right. Spiders be scary, man.
You have this, and I think this is a fucking stupid one.
Well, I've gotten a lot better with it. I'm looking around my room.
Yeah, just see if I can grab one.
See if I
can just snatch one up to like bring him on the podcast and ask him what he thinks about it.
For me, it's less fear of spiders and more fear of poison.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea that something that I might never see can just bite me and I'm dead.
Yeah.
Like, I could never live in Australia.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I can show you right now, look. Spider bite.
Yeah,
Spider bite.
No, I know.
I get bites on me all the time from spiders that just fucking erode my skin away. and that, I don't fucking care. I can have a little spider bite scar.
They can have a nibble.
It don't bother me much, but, like, if you lived in a place where that's happened to me many times, might die then. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's awful.
I get that. I don't get it having it over here where the spiders just take a nibble.
Yeah, that's why I kind of don't really have it here. I mean, they're sneaky cunts as well. I don't like how kind of sneaky and fast and shit they are. And they still hurt when they bite you and stuff. So I don't like how they go about, But
some of them are cute. I feel like this is going to be like, this is where you go, no, you're just saying that because you are an e-girl. You're a buff emo girl. I guess I
kind of get it, but you have to really get the right spider and really give them the benefit of the doubt.
It's like the fluffy jumping spiders, the ones that go like this with their arms when they're excited. They go.
They put their arms up. Even then, it's like...
look at it. He's even like got big old eyes. He's tilting his head to the side.
Even then...
What a curious, fluffy little creature. Look, got eyelashes, pretty eyelashes.
Oh, I don't
Batting
know,
its
mate.
big old fucking... Look at that! That's inherently fucking cute. That looks cute.
I don't know. I understand it kind of does, but also the thing is, when you say a spider's cute, you have to also know that it looks terrifying at the same time.
Yeah, no, but it's like got that. It's just got like that. Oh, you're adorable. Oh.
That's the
Look at
most
that.
adorable one.
Yeah.
It's got a mustache like your granddad.
Yeah, it does.
No, that's just it.
Look, he's waving hi.
Yeah. They're, I don't know. Spiders aren't cute, though.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
You have this one as well,
I
right?
do.
Is this maybe your biggest phobia?
This is the one I was talking about, the one that I was hoping to have. So, it's not exactly thalassophobia that I have. It's more the idea of being in deep, open water, but also there's something much, much larger in the water with me that is accustomed to being in the water. That's like my biggest fear.
Right.
It's so like I could never fucking play Subnautica ever. That genuinely, that is the scariest fucking game in the world to me. The idea of just like being under there. It's like the caving thing. I'm just there. I'm just under there, under miles and miles of fucking sea.
But you're like free to move and use your body more in that scenario.
But here's the thing: not well. If I'm like, if I'm in like a, I know, but I might as well be, because the thing is, the idea is that there's something that's like an apex predator that's under there with me. And that can fucking move however the fuck it wants, because it's like it's used to being under there. Okay. What have I got? I've got doggy paddle, and I've got forward breaststroke. I'm not getting away from it. I'm dead. It's gonna get me. It scares the shit.
I get it. I do get it. And I think being in open, deep water where there's no sign of anywhere you might be able to swim or anything, it's just I understand that. I just don't. For me, it's always about whether you could potentially, like, obviously that's terrifying and the thing's probably going to kill me and I would hate that. But it's kind of more to do with, could you ever do something about that? And you can just try and swim and you might find something. There might not be something.
That's almost like, don't worry, we'll give you just a little bit of hope just for long enough so that you can really fucking be terrified in the moment before you die. Just before you die, we can give you that terrifying experience. Before big monster.
I don't think getting eaten by a large monster's that scary though. I don't know. Like, you'd die.
What about like a shark? Because it's not going to be quick. The thing is, it's not
quick.
It's not going to be quick. If
it
gets you at your belly and it's like
painful, terrible, for like 10 minutes max.
That's a long time!
No, compared to being trapped in a cave, which is constant agony for multiple days, maybe weeks. And there's nothing. Like, oh my god, being trapped in one of those caves is potentially the worst way to die.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not an unreasonable thing, thalassophobia by any means, but I just can't see how it hits so hard for so many people.
It's just the thing is as well, like with me, it's like I don't mind just deep water. Like I can be in somewhere that's like, you know, like I could be like treading water, and like if I made it all the way to the bottom, there'd be no way of me making it to the top without like passing out and dying under the water. Like I can be there and be fine. That's not a problem. It's the idea of being out in open ocean with no signs of help, and there's something in there with me. Yeah,
that's very specific.
I know. It's like that's where it gets really weird for me, because it's like I've obviously never been in a situation like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly, actually, I think I kind of know what has triggered this fear. In Ratchet and Clank,
okay.
in Ratchet and Clank, when you get to the city level, I can't remember what the planet's called, but it's where Ratchet first meets Captain Quark. It's on that planet. When you first like getting into the city, your ship lands like a bit out of the city, and you have to do some platforming over like this watery area that's like, I don't know, it's fucking water. Then you gotta do some platforming. If you fall in the water and Ratchet stays in the water for like a little bit too long, a big fish will jump up out of the water and like Ratchet and like very cartoonishly like take him back. That fucking terrified me. That terrified me. I don't know why.
Did it like make you jump and then you think that you've now gained the fear from it? Or do you think that that's just a time that you first experienced the fear that you already had?
I don't know. I feel like the big fish came up and went Ratchet and I went I didn't like it. I really didn't like it.
See, I would have been like, I know. Fish.
It just really fucking got me. I don't know what it was. Just there was something about it that like really got me. And like now, whenever I'm in a situation in games where it's like I'm under the water. Please help me. I hate it. I hate it when I know there's something like a big monster.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Do you know a similar thing though, in video games as well, that freaks me out, but like not enough to moan much, but it gives me the heebie-jeebies, is when you glitch through the map. Yeah. And you know when you can see all the skybox.
Seeing stuff you're
and the map's just shrinking away.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, there's something freaky about like just constantly falling. Yeah. And there being nothing other than the same imagery. Yeah. Oh, God, it heebie-jeebies me up.
Yeah.
Should we pick another list?
Yeah,
go on, pick another list. So we've got worst plastic surgery, horrors, R-rated comic book movies, comic book characters to see on film, pets for kids, British actors, Satan
Let's
actors.
do Satan. Satan!
Okay, right, don't look, and let's scroll down.
And now we love Satan here on the podcast.
Yeah, he is a fan.
Yeah.
Max von Sydow in Needful Things.
I ain't seen this one.
Yeah, I ain't seen that shit.
Next one. Dave Grohl and Tenacious D, The Pick of Destiny.
Yeah,
did you actually ever go and see Pick of Destiny?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I didn't go and see it.
I don't know why I said it like
Yeah, I saw it. It's one of those ones that I just kind of never ended up watching. I've never been the biggest Tenacious D fan. A lot of the time, if you go to like a bar or a pub or something like that with people from the ages of like 25 to 40, you go anywhere that's got like guys of that age and say Tenacious D, at least one of them will start singing a Tenacious D song from start to finish and won't stop.
Somebody go,
honestly, you go to any place where there's a male, at least 5 men between the ages of 25 and 40, and say Tenacious D, there'll be at least one of them recite an entire song start to finish. And I think because of that, it's always given me like that theatre kid cringe to it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough.
So I've always kind of, but I went and watched it, but I've always felt like I should watch this as well, because I feel like it is the type of thing I could enjoy as well. Yeah. And I did enjoy it. Not massively, it was quite fun.
I just watched it all the time as a kid. I used to watch it multiple times a day.
And then Kyle Gass wanted Trump to die.
Yeah. And Jack Black was like, I'm Claptrap!
Next, Gabriel Bryan, End of Days, by Byron. Jack Nicholson.
The Witches of Eastwick. I've never seen this. Yeah, he looks like fucking monstrous in that. I almost want to watch that movie just off of that one picture.
Me too. Should we stop this podcast?
Yeah, let's add the Witches of Eastwick to us fucking watch.
It's probably going to be shit, though. I am not a Jack Nicholson fan, right? A lot of people like him a lot, right? Yeah. The Shining, shit movie. Don't know how anyone likes it. It's fucking ridiculous.
But did you think he did good with what he got? Like, what he got given? Because I do. I don't necessarily think that Shining is... I don't. You've heard me say before that I think it's a bit funny in some places, but I don't get the hype of Shining. I think he did a phenomenal job with the character.
Probably the best bit of it, actually. You're right. Okay, fair enough. I don't think he does that good a Joker. I think his Joker's overrated for sure.
It's a different take on Joker. I know it's not my favorite. I liked it. I liked it. I didn't. It's not one of my favorites.
I think actually, so I've changed my opinion now. He's probably quite kind of overrated, but he's probably decent. But that looks cool. I've never seen it. Anyway. Viggo
Mortensen, The Prophecy. Yeah. I really thought I'd know more of these Satans.
Yeah, me too. I ain't seen that either. No. I thought he was like only in Lord of the Rings, so fair enough.
Okay. Well,
in Lucifer.
I did start watching Lucifer. I don't know. I didn't stick around with it very long.
Can't be doing with it. There's a certain vibe, and I don't know if they're all the same network or something.
Yeah.
Of shows, and I'm talking Suits, Lucifer, American Gods, Empire.
Yeah.
You know that one that's about a record label.
Yeah.
All of those have a certain vibe of just boring drama shows.
Yeah.
Can't do them. I've tried American Gods and I tried Lucifer, and fucking hell, 3 episodes max I could manage. They're boring.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. I think it's just that they rely on conversations too much, perhaps. And that's it. That's like the only thing that happens to further stories, rather than... Like, you don't... I'm not saying I want, like, pew, pew, action or stuff all the time, but, like, at least, like, not just 2 people talking like this, even the fucking images. Anyway. Mark Pellegrino in Supernatural. I've never
Still not watched. I know, the thing is that it's one of those that people go, oh, well, it's one of the best things ever, but it has, like, 30 seasons.
Does it?
Yeah, it has so many seasons.
It's rated very well.
I know.
Oh yeah, but it is another one of those in that genre where it's like it's got him in it.
Yeah, it's Jensen Ackles. Yeah, this was like his. Yeah, this was like his. Yeah.
No, I'm not about to do it then.
I kind of want to, but it's just so fucking like. How many? Click on seasons. How many is it?
Seasons.
You can
scroll across.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
15.
15. Is it even done?
It went to 2019. I didn't know it went for so long. Holy shit!
Is it done?
I think it's done, but
Supernatural. Oh yeah, I think it's done. Because it says it's Supernatural coming back.
And final season. Eric Kripke.
Don't care. I'm not gonna do it.
I think I might one day.
This is a thing.
Yeah.
There's no show that can be good after 15 seasons.
I just gotta watch some of it to find out.
All you'd find out is when it gets too shit to watch. In the same this will be the same thing, but in America as Misfits, where it just got to a point where it weren't worth watching anymore, and I could identify kind of around what season it was. Maybe not now. I can't remember anymore. But
yeah, but Jensen Ackles is still hot. So
Tim Curry in Legend.
I never watched Legend either.
I must have seen this because Devil been a meme?
It's like the very sort of like stereotypical Satan from Hollywood, I think.
Oh, Legend? No, that's not the right
not
Legend.
that one. No, it's a different Legend.
Yeah. The link that this page has to the movie Legend goes to the movie with fucking what's his face?
Yeah,
Bryan Cranston, Tom Jones. Who do I mean? Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Bryan Cranston, fucking Walter White.
The names were similar enough. Anyway, I don't. Tim
Curry. You know who Tim Curry is?
No, but I just want to see the film Legend. It's a Ridley Scott movie. It's got Tom Cruise in it. It went in 1985. This must have been one of Tom Cruise's first big breaks. Oh, it's like a fantasy film. This looks shit.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it's got her in it.
I really want to watch it.
She's from. Oh, look at this.
Billy Bye!
Yeah, this is weird.
I want to watch it now.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it because it'll be good. I want to watch it because I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
I want to watch Legend.
I'm sure he's good in it. It feels like he'll be good in it.
I once went up against somebody in Warhammer who had a model that looked like Tim Curry's Legend, Satan. So that's all I know about that. Why did you look at me like that?
Well, I thought you were going to say this guy's name.
Al Pacino, the Devil's Advocate.
Devil's Advocate. I've never seen it.
I haven't seen that yet. That's great.
And then Peter...
Yeah! You watched Constantine, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the devil?
Yeah, it was Satan.
Okay. I don't know. That movie's a bit confusing when it comes to that. I thought he might have been God. I don't know. I guess he was saying it was kind of fun, that movie, but it wasn't good. Next, what list should we have next? Plastic surgeries, R-rated comic book movies, comic book characters see on film, pets for children, and British male actors.
Oh, let's look at some great British actors.
Scroll.
Close my eyes.
Okay. In at number 10, John Hurt Oh, good. Overrated. Cool, fine. This is going to be a bunch of old white fuckers. It's like I'm sorry. He's fine. He's good. He's not one of the best British actors ever. Like literally right below him, I can see Ralph Fiennes, who's definitely better. Who else is below him? Alec Guinness is also definitely better. Christian Bale is definitely better.
How is Christian Bale and Sean Connery so far down?
Well, Sean Connery's not a great actor.
Liam Neeson, though.
When you think about the acting, not the films I've been in, Sean Connery's not an amazing actor. Liam Neeson, not an amazing actor. Christian Bale, incredible as an actor. The actual acting of things. Alec Guinness is pretty fucking good as an actor as well. Ralph Fiennes is definitely a really good actor. John Hurt, a cool guy probably, and has some cool characters and that. But like, I don't know, I don't think his depth of acting is particularly amazing.
But he was the War Doctor.
Oh, yeah, and my cock's got 3 balls underneath it. Who fucking cares? Christopher Lee's great, though. He's number 9.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, and number 8. Daniel Day-Lewis is one of those who's known for being like a big, really good acting guy.
I don't think I could actually tell you anything. I know I've definitely seen him in stuff, but
yeah, he's in a lot of stuff. But he's in quite a lot of like Oscar movies and things like that. So they're not all necessarily like big movies.
I don't think I've watched any of these that are like coming up as his big things. I know I always see There Will Be Blood come up when
The Last of the Mohicans was probably the big thing. He's not necessarily that big in our era, to be fair. I'm trying to see what's like the most mainstream. #unfit, the psychology of Donald Trump. He was in that. The Comedian's Guide to Survival, starring James Buckley, had J from In Between. It had Daniel Day-Lewis in it. I guess The Last of the Mohicans is probably the most mainstream thing he's been in.
Gangs of New York I recognise as well.
They're all like 90s, 2000s, aren't they? And, Patrick Stewart.
He's from Murfield.
He's from Yorkshire.
Yeah.
He does not speak like
he doesn't. No.
Fucking hell, he's old now.
He actually he did a talk in Barnsley not too long ago. It was a few years back.
How old is this bitch?
84?
He looks about 9006. Why is he like only that old?
I think he looks pretty good for his age.
Look at him!
Yeah, he's like 84. He
looks like the inside of a cream egg.
Yeah, but like I'd still eat it.
Probably like it's difficult with Patrick Stewart because I do think he's pretty good. But again, if you actually think about the acting that you've seen him do, it's not that dynamic, is it? No. His best performance by far to me is Logan.
I was just going to say it. Yeah.
And I know that I've pretty much only seen him in X-Men movies, I can't lie. But he's obviously Star Trek, and he's cropped up in a few other bits that I've seen. And he's always been fairly Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, he plays a level-headed, smart, fairly charismatic man. Yeah.
I can't ever consider you a great actor if you're typecast.
Yeah. But it was only in Logan that I feel like he really was allowed to put more of a spin in it, because he was like senile and fucking like going weird and shit. Like,
give Patrick Stewart more of a chance to be a senile old cream egg.
Do weird shit with Patrick Stewart before he goes. Have him do some weird shit.
He played a turd though.
Oh, yeah.
He was still Patrick Stewart.
He was still level-headed and charismatic as a shit, so it's not fair.
Anyway, speaking of shits,
Benedict, come in your back. He's
pretty good.
He does a lot of different roles, doesn't he?
He does do them quite well.
He could be Giant Lizard or Handsome Wizard Man, so...
Giant Lizard?
Yeah, Lord of the Hobbit. Yeah.
Oh, he did do a really good job with that. Yeah. He was in what's that one? Not Barry. That's got a singular name. Steve, Florence. I don't know. What was it called?
Oh, Sherlock.
No, but he was great in that as well. He was really good in Sherlock. In fact, that Sherlock series is probably the best iteration of Sherlock Holmes I've ever seen.
I've heard that.
Oh no, what is it called? I watched it, and it's like he's like a puppet guy. And his kid's been kidnapped and stuff. What's it called? God.
I don't know about the puppet guy who has his kid nicked.
Eric, that's what it's called.
Eric.
The puppet's called Eric. An Imitation Game. Was he in? No, I'm thinking of that Cillian Murphy who was in Oppenheimer, who will be up on this list, by the way.
Yeah,
later.
he will. Yeah.
And
he was the Grinch in The Grinch 2018.
Yeah, not as much of a fan of that. I honestly think that it seems weird to say it, but Benedict Cumberbatch really should be up there. I think he's a really good actor.
He is, yeah.
But I just do think there's a tiny bit of something missing sometimes. Like, he doesn't always reach the top best heights of doing things well. He's one of these as well that will like go back to like performing on stage. I say go back as if it's taking a step back, but like David Tennant and actors like that who still greatly he
admire.
Will also be on here, by the way.
And I should imagine as well probably what's he called? Fucking before you scroll up anymore and I see his name. He played Barry on How I Fucked Your Mum.
How I Fucked Your Mum.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah, you do know what I'm talking about. The Barry, not Barry, but the fucking blonde one, the one.
Oh, he's not British.
He is, isn't he?
No.
I'm pretty sure he is.
No, you mean Neil Patrick Harris?
Yeah, is he not British?
No.
You might have to Google
He's
that.
Absolutely not British.
I don't know.
Fucking John, he's definitely American. I just spell Neil.
Like that.
American actor and singer is the first.
I really thought it was British for some reason.
No,
okay.
oh my God, he played Doogie Howser. I hear that like mentioned in pop culture shit.
Yeah.
And I never knew that was him. Okay.
No, you know what? It's that he does a lot of like live action stage stuff. I don't know where I decided to shove British in there. He likes the stage.
I didn't know, because obviously he plays the main bad guy in Series of Unfortunate Events on Netflix.
Yeah.
Decent series. I didn't know he was in the original with Jim Carrey. I didn't know that he played someone else.
Was he? Oh, I thought it was... Oh, yeah.
Who did he... Unless that's just wrong on Google. Because it was a film, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a weird film, because they tried to condense, like, multiple books into just one movie. Anyway, I ain't fucking...
There is, it was there, but it's not saying who he was. So I think maybe that's
got it wrong. Yeah. Ian McKellen's next anyway. Again, he's similar to Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
I would potentially put Ian McKellen just one tiny step above Patrick Stewart personally. Because when I think about some of the Gandalf acting, it's not just one note. And Magneto is it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And quite iconic and done well as well. Who else have you seen him play?
Type him in, Google him, and bring up his shit. Bring his shit up.
So obviously, X-Men and Lord of the Rings is basically most of it. He plays.
Oh, he was the fucking toad in Flushed Away. He was the fat fucking toad bastard. Yeah, that's his best role.
The Good Liar. He was a fun character in that. Yeah,
Hussar, a man of quality.
Yeah, he goes on the stage a lot. A lot. He's pretty good. Pretty good. I think Benedict Cumberbatch, Daniel Day-Lewis potentially. I don't know. Benedict Cumberbatch is better than Ian McKellen though, and so is Christian Bale and Ralph Fiennes. Michael Caine. Fuck off.
Some people.
Michael Caine is not a good actor.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Some people love to do a Michael Caine accent.
Not very well, mind you.
That's the other one I do. Anyway, Michael Caine's a shit actor. I'm sorry. He's not a good actor. Like, I want to say he's shit, but like, he's not diverse at all. He plays Michael Caine all the time. And then like, sometimes he's Michael Caine good guy, sometimes he's Michael Caine bad guy. And then he does a bit of emotion here and there, and it's quite nice, but... Not a chance. He's the worst actor we've seen on this list, definitely. And by the way, my theory of it's going to be a bunch of fucking old white dudes is holding very strong. Unless we get an Idris Elba on here to break the chains.
I feel like there's going to be one Idris Elba,
which would be bullshit, by the way, because he's not even that good either.
Yeah.
Next, Gary Oldman. Okay, he's pretty good. What?
Yeah, what? No,
Do you know Gary Oldman's younger than Gary Newton? That's true. That's true.
Great.
He's pretty good. He plays Winston Churchill in the Batman.
For a second there, I was
ignored that one.
Yeah. For a second there, I was staring at it. I was like, that guy's not British. He played the dude in The Big Lebowski, and then I'm like, no, that's not him. That's not him.
But he plays Gordon. What's his full name?
Oh, Gordon from Commissioner. That's his full name, Commissioner Gordon. Not James Gordon.
No. Is that actually Commissioner Gordon's real name?
James. Yeah.
Jim's fine.
I feel like Jim is like a nickname, and James Gordon is his actual full name.
Well, do you know that though?
Yes, I'm going to say yes.
No.
James Gordon.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
We're retconning it. It's just Jim Gordon. Anyway, so he plays him, and the other one he's played is Barty Crouch Sr. in Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
One I remember. And to be fair, they're not massively different in those. But the emotion's pretty good there, and I'm pretty sure I've seen him here and there in other shit that's been kind of different. What else we got? He was in Fifth Element. He was in Hannibal in 2001. There's a lot of good. Oh yeah, Planet of the Apes. Yeah, and he was in Oppenheimer as well. He's in some good shit, and he does a great job in a lot of stuff.
Was he the best villain in Kung Fu Panda history? Was he the fucking bird? Was he this fucker?
Probably.
He was Lord Shen. He was the best Kung Fu Panda villain.
I need to watch that one again. I need to watch number 2 again. I remember what happens in number 1. But number 2, I bet number 2 is better.
You know, I don't think it is. I just think the villain is better.
Right.
I think it's the best villain in the series. I think the first one's the funniest.
The most badass scene is definitely when that leopard fucker escapes that prison.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
He's a better villain, Shen, because he's more evil and like you could hate him more. Whereas what the fuck?
Liu Kang.
Fucking Kai Lung?
Just say a bunch of Chinese sounding
Kai Lung.
things.
I think Kai Lung's right. He had more of like a driving force behind him. He was like a rival villain. I know he was a bad guy, but he was more of a rival than like a monster.
He wasn't necessarily straight up evil.
Yeah, like because he could have become the Dragon Warrior and then gone, I'm going to do good shit with my Dragon Warrior abilities. I just wanted the power.
Yeah.
You know, Lord Shen is just a cunt. So
anyway, Alan Rickman, he played Snape. Who fucking cares? No, he was in something else and did a really good job actually. While he was still old, I can't remember what.
Rocky.
Is he dead now?
He was in Rocky Horror Picture Show, wasn't he? No, that was Tim Curry.
He was in Love Actually as well.
Mind.
I always thought he was weird in Love Actually. Oh, he did well in Sweeney Todd.
Oh yeah,
he's hilarious in Galaxy Quest. He is pretty fucking good actually. You should watch Galaxy Quest. It's a Tim Allen film, you have to bear that in mind.
Tim Allen.
Eye in the Sky, that's what I'm remembering.
Yeah, me and my dad went to go watch that. That was one of the tensest movies we've ever fucking watched as live.
Oh, and Hitchhiker's Guide. He's good. He is. He's pretty good, actually. You forget how good he is.
Yeah.
Again, is he as good as someone like... I still think potentially Christian Bale's the best one out of these. So, like an Alan Rickman can probably compete, and Benedict Cumberbatch as well. I wouldn't be as opposed to them being above. Anthony Hopkins, that's bullshit. He's not the best actor. He's just one of these like old dudes that people love to put on a pedestal for some reason.
Drag his name over so I can have a look at everything.
He was Hannibal Lecter.
I know, but
That's
like,
it.
what else is he? I want to see everything else.
Really. He was Odin. He was Odin in Marvel. Cool. He's in the Mask of Zorro. He's in a bunch of older stuff. Is the thing.
Bram Stoker's Dracula. He's in Rebel Moon. That automatically drags you down a few places.
It's not that he's bad at all. It's just that he's not very diverse and he's just overrated. It's less that he's bad and more that he's overrated is the problem for me. Like Alan Rickman clears Anthony Hopkins to me.
Yeah,
definitely. I think we're going to put, in no particular order, Alan Rickman, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Christian Bale, maybe Ralph Fiennes up there. Oh, Ewan McGregor's pretty good. Tom Hardy's fucking good as well. Yeah. Tom Hardy should be further up there. Who else should be further up there?
David Tennant's at 90.
Let's vote some of these fuckers further up. I'm going to put Ewan McGregor further up there. Christian Bale. Ralph Fiennes needs to go. Let's put him further up as well. All of these. Who else is further down that should be further up here?
Ben Kingsley's quite typecast, isn't he?
Yeah, Ben Kingsley's not a
Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, he's had
Sean
great
Bean.
moments.
James McAvoy absolutely should be further
So,
up.
I can only ever think of him in the X-Men films. What else has he been in?
Wanted? Split?
Was that... What's
The main guy is him!
I never would have... I mean, now that I'm looking at his face, yeah, I can... But, wow,
It's
that's such a good accent that he does. I never would have known that he...
Yeah. He's in all sorts of good shit. Narnia, he was in Narnia.
Yeah, he was one of the kids,
Atomic Blonde, he was really good in that. He was really good in that as well.
Or he might have been the fucking Pink Pen, or whatever his name was.
Pink Pen?
Pen. Do you remember? It was like the guy with the flute.
What are you saying?
It was...
No, he was Mr. Thomas! Of course he was!
Which was
the
Mr.
fucking
Thomas?
goat bastard!
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The guy with...
Oh my god, he should be right up there.
Yeah.
He's one of my favourite actors, actually. He definitely should be further up. Tim Curry probably should be further up.
He's one of my favourites ever, Tim Curry. I love him.
He doesn't do anything that I like particularly, but I don't think that's because his acting's bad.
For me, my two favourite things that he's done isn't even either of any of his films. It's Brutal Legend, where he played Lord Aficulus, the main villain, and fucking Red Alert, where he's playing the communist general.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Hugh Laurie, Colin Firth, nah, these are all getting a bit
Oh, there he is, Idris.
Yeah, I thought he'd be
way higher up, yeah.
There's no women on this. I'm guessing it's just exclusively men.
Bill Nye. I feel like he should be further up there.
Jeremy Irons is better than that. Jeremy Irons is pretty good. Martin Freeman's not awful. Michael Fassbender definitely should be further up, and Eddie Redmayne should be. John Cleese. It's disappointing, John Cleese.
Yeah.
Because I liked him in Fawlty Towers and that, and then he became a bit of like an overly liberal prick.
Is he liberal?
Cillian Murphy, he's really liberal. Like, too much. He's pretty fucking good as well. Jason Isaacs. Like it's whether even if you are like a left-leaning, like more liberal, like I don't know, like liberal person, he's just a bit like of a smarmy cunt about it.
That's what that must be the case because like when I hang out with all my D&D friends, they're all quite liberal, and when they brought him up, they were like, "Oh no, I can't." So I always just assumed he was quite right-leaning.
He's just so smarmy about it.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just like really like condescending and annoying and like, I don't know, that's all he gives a shit about nowadays, it seems like. I actually don't keep up with him enough to be saying any of this, in fairness. It's like, don't listen to me. Should we do one more? One more.
Yeah,
Plastic surgery, comic book movies, R-rated.
I've got to be honest with you, I think these picks are ass. I think we should look for... Can I get a reroll? Can I spend some of my Hearthstone dust to do a reroll?
Well, okay, it'll take fucking forever.
It won't. Just do like the first thing. That's the point of a reroll. The most overrated board games. Perfect for me.
That's definitely worse than all the things.
Go down. I'm not looking.
Interesting Percy Jackson fan theory.
Oh, what the fuck! I want to do board games.
No, I don't play board games. Can't read. Everyday things acceptable in the US, you shouldn't do abroad.
Well, we're not from the US, so why would we give a fuck about that one?
Hollywood ghost stories? Nah.
They're not real!
Best female wrestler.
Women!
Celebrities talk about the pets.
You don't want to do pets. You don't want to do pets. You want to do
famous couples said about them.
We could have done the board games one.
Villain performances?
The most overqualified villain performances. What does that mean? What does that imply?
As in the person playing them is like an incredible actor.
And like they shouldn't be in this shit fucking film doing this like... Okay, alright.
It's going to be a lot of the same actors that we were talking about before, though.
But see, none of those board games would have popped up on the fucking...
Yeah, and it would have been boring as fuck. You didn't have to flinch.
I thought you were going to punch me in the face.
Orson Welles was in Transformers, the movie, the animated one. Okay. This is going to be boring, so I'm like, that's good. That was good then that they did that.
But see, I could have been like, you know what, Settlers of Catan is fucking over.
Okay. IndieWire's best 100 movies of the 2000s.
You're going to do them all?
No, we'll look at the top 10. Zodiac. Starring Jake Gyllenhaal. I never saw this. I guess it's about the Zodiac killer.
I feel like we need more context to like what these are going to be up against here. I feel like we should do it from 20 and like rapid fire them.
Well,
I've already seen number one now.
Best of a century or a year happen. IndieWire undertook a task where it ranked the best 100 movies of the 2000s.
Sorry. I don't want to do this one because I can already tell it's going to get me really fucking angry because I've just seen the top 3.
You're... Oh god, it's great! 15 deadliest anime.
You don't watch anime.
I don't watch anime. Okay, what sort of category do you want? Do you want a nerdy one?
Sure.
Okay. The most graphic hookup scenes in DC comic book history.
Yeah, go on then. That's
14 sci-fi monsters.
I could do that one.
Sci-fi monsters.
But I feel like I get.
Okay.
I think
I'm going to know enough of them.
I'd probably know all of them.
Just have another quick look. Movies where everyone dies. MCU supervillains according to strength. I could probably do.
I don't.
Tab. I don't know. Poorly explained movie plots. Movies that were eerily ahead of their time. That could be okay. Oh god, I nearly puked just now. Most lethal assassins in movie history? There's no point us doing this because we hate everything. So
that is true.
Let's just do the movie assassins then. See if we know any of these. Hannah. Who's Hannah? This is from the movie Hannah.
I think this came out not too long ago and it was supposed to be dog shit.
Yeah, okay. Oren Ishii in Kill Bill. Does she get killed?
Yeah,
by Bill?
she does. And also, she's not really doing most of the work. Her underlings are. She like runs the place.
So she can't be that dead.
Yes, she got to that position and she is like a great assassin. But like throughout most of the movie, she's just sat in like her garden.
What a shit pick.
Yeah.
No,
I need to watch it. I've still not fucking watched it.
I'm not going to watch No Country for Old Men.
I am. I just need to.
How old is it?
I think it's like 15, 20 years old. It's not like mega old. Right. It's like
The Bride in Kill Bill. Does she not have a name?
I think she's just referred to as the bride. Yeah,
I call her Bill. And I know that's wrong.
That's wrong because she's going to kill.
Yeah, I know. It's like calling Link Zelda, but I do it on purpose.
Yeah. Well, that one makes more sense because at least she spends the entire movie killing. So, yeah.
Agent 47. Okay, I suppose that makes sense. I've not seen the movie for it. In fact, isn't there a newer movie than this 2007 film?
I think so. I think there was one in like. Here we go. Yeah, during an interrogation in the Hitman film from 2015, Agent 47 managed to avoid being shot with yeah.
Okay, cool. Leon,
I have no idea. No idea. Deadpool. Well, he should be number one, shouldn't he? Because he can't fucking die. Come on now.
There better be some. I mean, obviously John Wick's going to be number one.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess who wins?
Although I suppose if John Wick could pin Deadpool down and like,
but he wouldn't have him pinned for like all eternity. At some point, he'll wiggle his way free.
Yeah, but if John Wick dies by something that's not Deadpool, then that doesn't add to Deadpool's deadliness.
No, but he wins by DQ. He wins like
no.
Wade would absolutely take that.
So it doesn't count as a kill for Deadpool for everyone who dies of old age.
Yeah, but he makes him more deadly if he can't die.
Only in the sense that you're not going to be able to kill him.
Yeah, so he's more deadly.
You might be able to stop him killing you. Which I fully think John Wick could probably do, actually.
I don't.
And then just die of old age on his own.
I don't.
There's a difference between being deadly and durable.
I'm
durable can help you be
I'm
deadly.
I'm not like a Deadpool glazer, but I would say Deadpool should already be at the top of this list. And I've not even seen the other three.
I'm just saying, I could see John Wick being rated as a deadlier assassin than Deadpool. I think John Wick, if I'm going to ask John Wick or Deadpool to kill a target for me, I'm probably still going to pick John Wick.
I'd pick Deadpool. It's the thing.
It also does depend on the target. Because, like, if it's something that's, like, all basically unkillable, then John Wick's just going to die as like a guy.
Yeah.
Whereas Deadpool won't die, so I guess he's got more chance.
Yeah.
It depends on the target a lot as well. T800.
The T800.
I don't know. Doesn't this guy fail?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like the whole point of the movie is that he fucks up. So no.
Yeah. Yeah, and they literally invent like a better one in that movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe not. Jason Bourne, he's pretty fucking good, actually.
I need to ask my granddad because my granddad watched the Bourne.
Have you never seen the Bourne movies? No. They're good.
My granddad's watched them like multiple times each.
I remember watching them and thinking, wow, this is better James Bond. Because James Bond, like, then to me was fucking Pierce Brosnan with his Jaguar, like, on ice with a big laser. I just felt a bit stupid. Whereas this came out kind of similar-ish time to those and was like, actually cool.
Was Jason Bourne before like Casino Royale and like
definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know if all of them came out before that, but
because that's when James Bond started to get a lot more sort of like realistic spy thriller into it.
They kind of they're better than Bourne ones maybe. The annoying thing is they did one with like Jeremy Renner as well instead at one point. After the first three, like Jeremy Renner took over, and then Matt Damon came back again. I don't know why. To me, like the first one, and I really like the second one as well. And then maybe you could leave the third one, but if you wanted to do the trilogy, I guess you got to do those three. I can't really remember, and I just wouldn't bother with the Jeremy Renner one and that other one. I don't know why. Like, why would they just have a different guy?
Yeah.
I'm guessing
it's him. I'm
guessing he's not playing Bourne.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna ask, is it him? Is it Jason Bourne again?
Aaron Cross.
Okay.
That's why it's called the Bourne Legacy, I guess, because it's like the legacy of what Jason Bourne did. But then, like, now he's back again in 2016 to play Jason Bourne. Ooh. Anyway, Bourne's pretty cool. He's pretty deadly. And then John Wick, for some reason, I've never seen a John Wick film.
Okay, wow.
I tried to watch the first one. I don't know if I tried to watch it when I was drunk and then just ignored it all. But I've never seen a Jason Bourne film. No, I've seen those. I've seen those a lot. I've never seen a John Wick movie. Are they actually good? Because I get a weird kind of mix of views on them, in that some people think they're fucking amazing and some people think they're a bit naff but might be enjoyable.
Yeah, I think the first one's like actually like a pretty good movie, and then the second one is like, yeah, this is good, but now we're watching it more for like the campiness and the thrill of it, and it sort of gets more and more like that the further along it goes. So
it's a Fast and Furious.
It starts getting more like Fast and Furious. The first one is like this is like a Jason Bourne or like like something that's actual like good movie, and then we start going Fast and Furious. Yeah,
is he actually that good of an assassin? In particular?
Yeah, he's great. The whole idea with him is that he's like, he can sort of like, make anything a weapon. Like, he could kill a room of like 10 dudes with a pencil if he wanted. Like,
the impression I got was that it's also realistic, though.
Yeah, it's quite realistic fighting. Like, he gets the shit beaten out of him as well, but the idea is that he comes through it.
Right.
So
I don't know, maybe I should watch those as my next like boys' night movies, because me and Cal have been watching the Blade movies, and we've just finished with those. We watched Blade Trinity. We said it'd be really funny if I ever meet Ryan Reynolds. I'm gonna fangirl, like go up to him and go, "Oh my god, it's so exciting to meet you! I love you in Blade Trinity," and like pretend I've never seen him in anything else. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember.
When's your next work? When are you gonna finally get your big break?
Yeah, when was the next Blade movie coming? Are you gonna be in it?
I think he'd play along with it. I think he'd just be like, "Look, dude, I got something awful to tell."
Yeah, what was his character's name? Blade Trinity.
There is Hannibal King.
Hannibal King, yeah, that's it. He was ripped as fuck in this movie, by the way. Yeah, there you go. Picture of him looking fucking sexy as hell. What we noticed in this movie is that all the like main characters are really fucking attractive and fit, apart from Wesley Snipes. And like, what's her face in this? Who's this lady? Is it Jessica Biel? I think it is. Yeah, she is incredibly fit and good looking in this movie. Like, you can properly see the muscle definition in her arms and stuff. And you just don't get that so much nowadays. And she's meant to be a fucking badass assassin lady. Like, of course she'd have really ripped arms and shit. But the combat, this movie falls into the age-old women fighting problem in movies, where they'll put like some 120-pound woman up against like a 6'5", 280-pound guy who's like ripped and he's a trained killer, and she'll like be like boxing him and punching him and stuff like that, and like, you know, like wrestling him and things. That absolutely would never happen. There's a world in which a skilled enough person of that weight could beat that other guy, but they'd have to use certain tactics and moves. And in this movie and a lot of other movies, they just don't do that. There'd have to be a lot of like jiu-jitsu and like modified judo and things like that, acrobatics involved. And one of the great ones for that is Black Widow in Marvel, because she's like, you know, fighting literal like monsters and shit, and having to like fucking jump on the back and choke them and stuff, rather than just going "fuck you," and, you know, that's not going to work. But yeah, anyway, that's some lists, that's some stuff. We did that. That's been a podcast. I think we're up to episode 240, perhaps. Let me just check. No, 237. So we're doing 250, and the 250th will be our final podcast. With the timing of things and how long it might take us to set up what we might be doing for the last podcast, it might be that we do 249 and then just bear with us until we're ready to do 250. It might not be the week after 249. But I got a lot of interesting, fun plans. It might be expensive, is the thing, so I might have to ask for some money contribution from you for the first time. But the silver lining is, it'll be the last time I ask for it from you as well. But I'm literally talking, it might be like 100 quid.
Oh, damn.
Depending. We'll have to see, because I don't know. We'll find out. I'll figure it out. I've got some ideas. It could be pretty fun. It'll involve a lot of drinking.
Yay!
Yay! Right, okay, that's a podcast done. We'll see you for next episode. Oh dear. Right.